Hey guys, in this video, we're going to cover things to do in Ocala. Chris, how are we doing?
I'm doing great, brother. How you been?
I'm doing excellent. Thanks for asking. So we have the itinerary here and
Yeah,
start us off with the nightlife. What's going on in Ocala?
man. So the nightlife, that is something that's been up and coming for a while in Ocala. So the nightlife, um, man, you go downtown on a Friday night and that place is bumping, let me tell you. So besides having tons of restaurants downtown, you got breweries downtown, you got different types of bars, you got live music. Sometimes it's out on the streets.
Hmm.
Every now and again they'll do the art walk, that kind of stuff, which is neat. A lot of local artists come together and they bring out their art, they show it.
Nice. When is that? What time of year is that?
So I'm not entirely sure when the art walk is. I feel like they do multiple throughout the year because I've seen like ads for one, and then it happens, and a couple months later there's another ad for it. So these local artists, they'll come out and they'll sell their pieces of art, and some of the local businesses, they know that they're going to have artists out there, so they'll come out, they'll provide food or samples. There's an ice cream shop downtown, right off of Fort King, and it's all homemade stuff, and so they'll come out, they'll hand out samples to people, and try to get them to come in, stuff like that. So that's cool, man. Tons of live music all the time. There's a place downtown called Pie on Broadway, it's a rooftop pizza joint and bar. They have live DJ out there every week or so. Live music as well. I've seen bongo players. I've seen full blown bands. It's really cool, man. All on a rooftop. It's a lot of fun out there.
That's so cool.
There's also Courtyard. Actually, one of my friends, Algenard, owns it. But Courtyard is just it's a really cool gathering place, basically, and it's like a little bar on the inside.
Mhm.
But then outside, it's basically the courtyard itself. It's got giant chess set, giant Connect Four. It's got
yes.
chairs. It's got those little chairs that hang down off of the arms and they like bounce. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Those things are fun. So they got chairs like that. They look like little bird cages. They're crazy. But then they got like fire pits and all that. So it's just like a really welcoming, inviting place to come sit down, chit chat, hang out with your friends, have a beverage, eat a little bit of food, if that's what you're feeling, so it's really mellow. The nightlife here is awesome.
Very cool. Okay, what about the outdoor activity? What's going on in Ocala?
So outdoor activity, one of the biggest things that people go after when they get here to Ocala is zip lining. There's a big quarry in North Ocala. There's Zuber Quarry, and a few others out there, and it's neat, man. You get to see these. You get to see people come here, and they're flying over these canyons. Some of these things are 60, 70, 80 feet tall. They have cliffs out there that are as high as 100 feet, but it's just beautiful. It used to be lime rock. It was lime rock quarries that were dug out once they hit water and flooded. Obviously that's the end of the digging, and a lot of the stuff is just still sticking way out of the water. So they just started attaching stuff a few years ago and making a thing of it. So that's the zip lining right there. We also have nature trails in Ocala, which is cool as can be. As some people know, we have the Ocala National Forest out here, and there's trails that go through it, sometimes for a couple of miles, and they pretty much leave everything untouched except for the area where they want people to get through, and It's neat. Tons of springs, man. We have Silver Springs, we have Rainbow Springs nearby, we have Juniper Springs.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
There's nothing like it. Rainbow River is absolutely amazing. So what we would do is we would go to KP Hole State Park, and we would rent kayaks, and basically I think it's like 4 miles down the river, and it's beautiful, like crystal clear water, and you can see right down to the bottom, even at some of the deepest parts, and and you just make a thing of it, man. And you get to see some beautiful properties as you're going through. Just beautiful houses, cool setups, and the people out there are really mellow and they wave to everyone, and it's cool, man. So that's the Rainbow River. Silver Springs. Fun fact about Silver Springs: back in like the 1930s, and I think they shot from the 1930s to the 50s, the Tarzan movies, but.
Okay.
Those movies were shot out in Silver Springs, and so there's a lot of history there. But when they did the shooting for the Tarzan movie out there, there were monkeys who actually escaped off the set and started breeding. It's insanity, man. So there's monkeys in my neighborhood. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
So it's not uncommon for people who go, into the Ocala National Forest to encounter a monkey from time to time. It's pretty neat. Then we have Juniper Springs. That place is a big natural swimming pool. It's really cool. They also have one of those old water wheels that as the water rushes past it from the spring, it generates electricity on the inside of the house that's attached to it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, that's cool as can be, man. So that's the outdoor activity is absolutely amazing here.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of nature. It looks like just everywhere.
Yes, sir.
That's so cool. So, speaking of outdoor activity, places to eat on the beach. Tell us about this.
Yeah. So there's a giant lake here in Marion County called Lake Weir. And basically, they got a restaurant on each side of it, and one side is called Eaton's Beach, the other side is called Johnson's Beach. The restaurant on Eaton's Beach is called Eaton's Beach. It's a bar and grill. The one on Johnson's Beach is called Gator Joe's, and both of them are mom and pop places. Yeah, they're the food and the service and the environment is super chill, laid back. Over at Eaton's Beach, they rent out jet skis, stuff like that. So while your family's eating, if you want to wander off for a little bit, you can. So that's cool. Little stuff like that, man. It makes the difference.
Yeah. No, it looks like a great time. Like just looking at the photos and stuff. Like, oh my gosh. And I love the alligator when he's drinking beer.
Yeah,
the logo. That's so cool. What are some kid-friendly places?
Kid-friendly, yeah. It's no secret that most people in Ocala have lots of little ones. So we got a place called Bounce and Play, and then we have Just Kidding Around. Those two places, they're essentially big indoor places that are full of bounce houses. Yes. And we know that kids love bounce houses.
Yeah,
and so
tons of energy.
You can pay. Yeah, man, you can pay like $15 at Bounce and Play, and your kid can bounce, for a couple hours, and of course they nap on the way home.
Yeah.
That's fun. They also have they have Easy Street, which is the arcade here in Ocala, right off of Easy Street and 27th Avenue. But it's an arcade. It has mini golf, has go-karts, has a rock climbing wall, stuff like that. So if you're looking for a good place to have a birthday party for kids and stuff like that, that's definitely the place to be. Then 2 years ago, they built the Ocala skate park.
Oh, it's new.
So now it's new, and it was built by Team Payne, which is awesome. And they sunk a lot of money into building the skate park. It's all concrete, very it's the nicest park I've ever been to. So it's cool.
right on. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
That's so needed, I think, in so many communities. Like, yeah, a place for people to just skate and just exist. Very cool. Let's talk about some family-friendly places.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So if you're into entertainment, that's something that people like to take their kids, their wife out to. We have live comedy here in Ocala. There's constantly live music playing, like multiple venues here, to have concerts at, and there's always something going on in terms of that. The absolute number one favorite of mine for for family is the Ocala Drive-In movie theater. They decided to. It was like shut down and abandoned forever, and it was like 8 years ago, something like that. This guy bought it out and renovated it, and it's a fully operational drive-in movie theater with 2 different screens.
No way.
It's cool, man, and the movies are like $6.
Oh, that's great.
Something like that for a single showing. Yeah, so it's cool, and you change your radio station so they don't have the old school speakers like they used to. So it just operates through your car's radio system.
Cool.
Yeah. They also have the Ocala Escape, which is it's the best escape room I've ever been to. I've been to multiple different types of escape rooms, like even ones out in Vegas, and the ones out in Vegas I wasn't impressed with at all. The one in Ocala was legit challenging and rewarding. If you feel like you're getting stuff done and you feel good, and it's really creating that experience for you, it's a good escape room, and that's exactly what we got here.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, brother.
Very cool. And golf courses, you're mentioning there's a lot of golf courses.
There are golf courses. If you're into golf, there's more than 15 of them here in Ocala. It's crazy.
A lot. Yeah.
A lot of golf, man. So it's cool. And then
do you golf yourself?
No, I don't. It's funny because it was Saturday. I actually texted my buddy who's an avid golfer, and I told him, I said, listen, man, I'm developing a minor interest in golf. He's like, really? I was like, yeah, because I was actually out at Easy Street doing the mini golf, and I legit kind of felt like I knew what to do in order to make hole in one and stuff like that. I was like, I kind of get golf, and so I was like, hey man, I kind of like this. I'm thinking of when I come to Panama City, I'll play with you. So that was neat. And then, I always recommend that people take care of themselves as well. You got to put your physical health first, because if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. So, here we have one of the top ranked gyms in the nation. It's called Zone Health and Fitness, and it's owned by Ben Marciano, and that's. I feel like that place is a must. I feel like that place is a necessity. Just you start prioritizing your health, just everything in your life starts getting better.
Yeah.
And Ocala has that fitness club here. There's 2 of them. There's only 2 of them, and both of them are in Ocala.
Interesting. Very cool. No, it looks great. It looks like a top-notch facility.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks awesome. Awesome. Well, those are some top things to do in Ocala. If anyone wants to go and play golf with Chris, go ahead and hit him up. Here's his number. Pop it up.
I dig it.
All for it.